Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a budget with me for the second paycheck in December. It actually came out. It came in today. Let me zoom you in. So we're gonna be doing the blue checks. This is my husband's paycheck. It's higher than this, but less than usual. Like in the past, it was around $1,700. But this week he did basically the bare minimum hours. So it's smaller, but it's still more than what I thought. We have a couple of bills and our anniversary is actually on the 12th and my birthday is on the 13th. So we have a couple of extra things. There's also like a couple extra things that I've just been like meaning to pay for and just kept forgetting about. So that's also added in here. So this check's pretty much gonna be eaten by bills. For leftover, I had $45.59 and the check itself was $1328.71. So total $28.71. We have $1374.30. And because we have so many bills, I'm actually gonna, usually I would do half the rent with my husband's paycheck, but I'm just gonna do $500 this time, saved, put to the side, and then I'm gonna take out like 100 and something out of my check next week and 100. We're just gonna like spread it out a little bit more instead of just putting it all on his, just because this one's smaller and there's still like a lot of money left over so that we can just cover everything. Because if I were to put the full amount, it would be, we wouldn't be able to stuff any of the sinking funds. It would have been yikes. So for savings, I'm going to be doing $20, and I remember to take it out in cash this time, so we'll be stuffing that. Then Charlie card, credit card, minimum payment is $25. Then I have my Affirm PC minimum payment, which is $94.27. Then I have the car card minimum payment, which is $25. I have my National Grid, which is my electricity and water bill, and I forget which day it's due. I think it's the 13th. I'm just gonna pay it today. So $25.09, which is absurd how small that is. The next one is Credit Blue minimum payment, which I'm gonna pay today, and that is $30. And then comes the weird extra stuff. So first of all, a marriage certificate. I got married a year ago, almost a year ago tomorrow, and we got our marriage certificate in the mail, and my rabbit just completely destroyed it one day. He loves eating paper. As the more important, the tastier the paper is. So he chewed up a lot of the sides, so I need to get it replaced. And I meant to do it earlier, but now I really, really need it. So for insurance, so I'm gonna have to pay for that this week just to get it going, because it does take a couple of weeks, I think like 4 to 6 weeks for it to be mailed out, and I need it by the end of January, so I'm gonna be like really pushing it. It's $60.50. It's actually $68.50, but they took the 8 already to get it online, mailed to my house. Expensive. And then I went to Long Island a couple of weeks ago to get an ultrasound, like a follow-up after my surgery. So that bill came back and it's coming out on the 14th. My insurance paid basically none of it, but they did pay some of it. So it's $94.78, that bill. Then like I said, my anniversary is tomorrow, and then my birthday is the next day, and my husband wants to take us on a couple dates, so we're just gonna take that out. It's fine. We'll sacrifice some of the sinking funds to do this now. So these have no dates. The museum he wants to go to is $66.12, and the little holiday light thing that he wants to see is 25. So I'm gonna take some of my leftover money because I can only take out 20s. So I'm gonna use 20 from this check and then $5 from the leftovers from last week to cover that. So those are all the bills. There's a couple extra things, but honestly they can't wait any longer. And I should have done them sooner, but we're doing them now. 500 plus 20 plus 25 plus 94, 27 plus 25 plus 25, 09 plus 30 plus 60, 50 plus 94, 78 plus 66, 12 plus 20 is 960, 76. Yep. Oh, you couldn't even see that. And we're going to subtract that from, sorry, from 1374, 30 leaves us with 413.54. Okay, so for my envelopes, we have groceries, which is getting $80. I did go over in groceries this week, so I used money from some of the other envelopes. This week was not a great week for me. The past 2 weeks have been like kind of weird, so I'm gonna try to like reorganize myself because I feel better now, but I felt very lost and confused. So eating out is getting $20. Gas is getting $20. I was saving some for the taxis, but I actually didn't use my taxi money. So I'm just gonna not put any. And if I need to use it, it's gonna just come out of my allowance, I think. So gas for this week at least. Next week we'll think about it a little bit better. Next week I'm actually working nearly every day. Like the only day I have off next week is Saturday. So I'm gonna try to do a no spending week because there's gonna be no reason for me to go to fast food. And my job, I can buy things, and that's kind of like after work, I do feel like buying things. So I'm just gonna try to do no spending week, try not to spend my allowance, but I'm still gonna give it to myself just in case. I was using my allowance a lot recently just because I was buying gifts for my husband. Even though we used our anniversary money, I actually didn't save enough. Like I only saved $200, but we actually took some out of next year's anniversary envelope because it was not nearly enough. I underfunded that, and I'm gonna adjust a couple of the envelopes because we spend more than I think we do. That's the problem. I think we're like somewhat frugal, and we're not. So my husband is getting $40. House is getting $20. Misk is getting $10, and buns is getting $20. Gas is staying in the checking account. Avery's staying in the checking account. Misk is staying in the checking account. I made an envelope for buns, but I forgot to take out the 20. I always forget something. So that's supposed to be in cash. So we have 80 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 40 plus 20 plus 10 plus 20 is 230. And we'll subtract that from the 413.54. Leaves us with 183.54. 183.54. So for my sinking funds, I decided that I'm going to stop holding the excess in my bank account because it just entices me to use it. I'm just gonna have it all in cash and have nothing extra in my bank account besides the $10 miscellaneous. So that's why I wanted to take the buns out in cash if it's not gonna be used. And then I actually did make a bank account with the bank that I wanted to use, but we still haven't gotten the debit card, so that's why I still have 20s today. We have Valentine's Day, which is getting $20. Normally I get 16, but we're just working in 20s right now, so we're gonna work in 20s. Then my husband's birthday is gonna get $20. Then my anniversary for next year is getting $40. Green card is getting nothing. Car maintenance is getting nothing. Medical is getting nothing. Actually, I should take the 20 out of medical to put towards this medical bill. That would be nice. That would be great. But I still, again, I don't have my debit card, so I can't deposit any money. If you guys didn't hear about it before, because there's a bunch of new people, and I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you for watching my videos. I just moved to Albany from Long Island, and I use Capital One as my bank, but there are none up here. The nearest one, I would have to drive 2 hours into Pennsylvania. 2 hours into Massachusetts to deposit any cash, which is why I was wary of using cash. But I recently got a bank account, but I'm still waiting for the debit cards, and then I could deposit cash and transfer it to my Capital One, and it'll be a little less irritating. Up next we have sewing machine, which is getting $20, and then furniture / decorations, which is getting $20. I'm really trying to fund this sewing machine just because I want to open I want to learn how to make clothes, and I want to make a store making clothes. And if I don't put money towards this, then I won't get closer to having it. You know what I mean? And then I won't get closer to what I think is my perfect job. Working where I work right now, I kind of hate it, and I want to quit, but quitting would be ridiculous at this moment because I have so much debt. So I'm just trying to build this up. Like, arguably these three are more important than these two. Probably than all of them, but this one is going to lead me to the life I want, so that's why it's there, and it's getting funded where other ones aren't. So we have 20 plus 20 plus 40 plus 20 plus 20, so it's $120. And we're going to subtract that from 183.54, which leaves us with 63.54. So down to the debt, 63.54. So I paid a good amount to the last, I think I messed up the payment in the last video, and that's why I have like a good amount left over. Like, I don't know where that came from, but I'm gonna give the final payment for this Affirm, which it only has $16.38 left, and I'm gonna give the rest to my next debt that I'm working on, which is the Mission Lane card again. This debt is actually my lowest balance and my highest interest rate, and that is why it is next, because either way it would be next. So it's actually gonna get the rest. So let me just calculate what the rest is. 63.54 minus 16.38 is getting 47.16. And no extra savings this week. In a couple of weeks, we're gonna be back to like our normal amount of checks. I used to get like 700 a week. I do work full-time technically at my job. That was a question I got. I work full-time, but full-time at my job is 30 hours. Sometimes I don't get 30 hours, which is why my checks are like yikes, but I need 30 to keep the insurance. So next time my husband gets paid, it's gonna be hopefully more hot. It'll be like, you know, $400, $500 more than this, and we can fill up everything, you know what I mean? Give all the sinking funds money and give a good amount to the debt, but something is better than nothing. We're gonna move on to the cash stuffing part of the video. So today we're stuffing $300, and I'm just gonna organize them. They're pretty organized, actually. They're a little better than usual. So $300 we're stuffing today. I'm gonna put that there, there, So I have my cash envelopes that I use in my wallet here, and I have my sinking funds that I keep at home. I'm gonna put those there. So I'm gonna start with my cash envelopes because there is some money left over. For Ashley, which is my allowance, I have nothing left over, but it is getting $20. Then for eating out, I have some left over. We used some of this morning to get breakfast. We have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6. Put that to the side, and eating out is getting 20. For house, I have nothing left over. I had to use this when I overspent when we got groceries. So it's getting 20. Furniture is getting 20. Currently it has 20, but this is rolling over. Groceries has nothing left over, and it's getting $80. So $20, $40, $60, $80. And savings, I actually put the leftover money in here. I had to use $5 from here, and I think that carrying it around is gonna be the death of me. So I'm actually going to leave it. I'm gonna take this money out and I'm gonna add it to a sinking fund instead. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15 in here. I'll just pop that to the side. But savings is getting 20. I remembered to take that out. But this is gonna stay home from now on, just so that I do not get enticed to use it. And then the bunnies, I forgot to take out $20 for this, but it's supposed to get $20. I just made this envelope for them, and I'm just gonna put the money back into my checking account when I use it, because I do tend to buy everything that they need from Amazon. So that's why I was keeping it in my checking account, but I'll just keep it here. So next time I go to the ATM, I'll take out 20 for this. But for now, we're hanging out. So that's that for these. And let me see, for leftover, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, $21. So moving on to my sinking funds. First up is Valentine's Day. So I'm actually gonna erase the amounts, if that makes sense. The extra that isn't actually in here. Maybe adjusting these a bit. So inside we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. I'm supposed to have 128, but I pretty much spent all of the money that was sitting in my checking account like a bad girl. So it only has 120, and I'm adding 20. Oh, today's the 11th. What am I talking about? So I'm adding 20. So we're at 140. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. So now that we're at 140, I can color in one more. Oh! Oh my god. This is the first time I messed up the colors. It has a little sprinkle of purple in there. Next up is Avery's birthday, and we're going to recalculate. So currently it has $40 in here. So I'm gonna have to take away 16. And we are adding 20. So we're at $60. And we can't color in the next one, not yet. Up next is my sewing machine. This has been getting 20s all along, so nothing to recalculate. 12, 11, and it's getting $20. So we're at $200. We're 2/3 of the way there. The sewing machine actually only costs $200, but I wanted to get like some supplies as well. So I have 20. Oh, let me add the 20. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. That's great. We're only, if I keep giving it $20 a week, we're only a couple of weeks away, and I can color it in. Awesome. Car maintenance isn't getting stuffed, but I do have to, oh no, I don't have to recalculate it because it has 60, perfect. Anniversary vacation is getting $40. I said earlier that I took money out because we didn't have enough, like I didn't save, $200 wasn't enough for our anniversary. Basically we spent a lot more than that, so I took out, I basically recalculated it, and in here we currently have $220, and we're adding $40. So you have 20, 40, I'm sorry, everything's crazy right now. So with the $40 now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60. This one, I'm definitely gonna have to up the goal along with Valentine's Day because I don't think it'll be enough. 2,400 to go for a weekend vacation. I might bump it up to 3,000. We are not near coloring in the next box. And then green card and medical aren't getting stuffed, but they are getting recalculated because I only have $20 in there. So I do have $20 left over because of the date. I'm going to take $5 out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5 to make 25 in cash. That will pay for the date. That to the side. For the excess, I'm actually going to put it into a sinking fund. I'm going to put it into my Valentine's Day sinking fund just to stuff it a little bit faster and just be ready, because it's going to be ready like just about the week before, and I just want to have it ready sooner. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $16, which is what it gets every week anyway, so that's funny. So now we are at 156. Very stuffed. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. And I can actually color in the next one. How fun. So we're only like $100 away from stuffing this full. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.